Referring to Barack Obama, he said, first mainstream African-American who is bright, articulate, and clean. How racist.
10.
Who is bright, articulate, and clean.
Yeah, that's up there. That's like gotta be like a 10 or 9. Yeah, because it's like you're implying that most black people, most African Americans aren't that way.
That's just like moderate racist.
It's kind of racist. I would say probably 9.
Just because somebody's articulate and clean and they happen to be black, that's not a reason to say it like that. So, I would say that on a scale
on a racist-o-meter.
8.
I was a 7.
A 7. So still racist,
I'm still racist.
but not crazy racist.
Yeah, not crazy, not huge.
Right.
Say that's like a 9.
That's a 9. Wow.
That's a 9. That's a 9.
So he said, if you don't vote for me, talking about black people, then you ain't black.
It's 10. You don't vote for me, you're not black. I'm gonna say that one definitely not as high as the other one.
Okay.
It's definitely up there.
Yeah.
But I would say that's like a 6-7.
A 6-7.
6.5.
6.5. I like that. I like the accuracy on that.
Yeah.
The exactitude.
A 10. And for someone to imply that is a bit like, who are you to tell me if I'm black or not? So yeah, I'd say that's about a 10.
I'm gonna give that
An 8.
an 8. That's just a dumbass comment, right?
Referring to inner city busing, bringing black people to white schools, he said that would create a racial jungle. I don't want my kids going to a racial jungle. How racist is that?
It's like a 9.
By doing that, you're creating racial jungles. And I don't want my children going to... That's a 10.
That's a 10.
Spot, off the bat.
I was bust. I understand that. That's a 10.
Straight up.
Straight up.
I would say 10.
That's a reader racist quote.
Yeah.
How racist?
Definitely. I would say 10 too.
10.
That's a 10.
Why would you say something like that? That's like pretty much saying that's a Jedi. If you had a 20, then it would be a 20.
That was as racist as you can get.
Yeah,
That's racism in a book. Like, if you want to be racist, you got to say that line.
Like, who said that?
Yeah, pretty much.
In referring to inner city Baltimore, he said it's a rat-infested hellhole.
Give it a 2. That's 100% true. It is.
So
It
not
goes on a lot.
So not a racist statement.
Not a racist statement at all.
Like in 1.
You're living in poverty and your schools are no good. Is that a racist statement?
No. Not whatsoever.
I would say probably 1.
Look at 3. That's true. See, these are facts. So you can't put it in a racist category because he's stating something that's really basically facts.
Our inner cities are a disaster. Is that a racist statement?
Saying that, but it's not racist. I would say probably 2.
You don't like that forever.
Okay.
I don't feel it's a racist statement. It is something that's real that needs to be changed.
I would put that 0.
The quote about Barack Obama being bright, articulate, and clean, Joe Biden.
Really? Wow. And that was his VP, like, wow.
Yeah, a little surprised?
Yeah.
The quote about you ain't black, you don't vote for me was Joe Biden.
Wow. He said that?
He did say that.
Wow. Wow.
You seem blown away.
Yeah, because it's just like, as someone who's, I'm not gonna lie, an open Democrat, like, you would expect that when you represent that party, you wouldn't feel comfortable saying things like that in the open and on media. So when you have so many people, specifically black people, that are backing you, and you just felt comfortable saying something like that.
Saying you don't vote for me, you ain't a black person, Joe Biden.
Well, you did say that. I remember. That was viral. Yeah.
Joe Biden again?
Joe Biden again. Joe Biden said to Charlemagne the God.
Wow.
And the last quote about the racial jungle with busing was Joe Biden.
It makes me fearful.
Everybody knows that Joe Biden's racist. Why?
Does everyone know that?
I think you should know that Joe Biden ran 3 times for president and he's racist. He never won unless it was the actual black person on his ticket. So.
Because most people were shocked to hear those quotes that came from Joe Biden.
Really?
Yeah, most people here did not know that.
It's very sad.
You think the Democratic Party has taken the black vote for granted?
Definitely. 100%.
They want our vote, but it's not nothing being done to make a difference as far as the conditions and the changes that we really need. It goes to a deaf ear. It's like nobody's listening to what needs to be done.
I feel like they come in and do a photo op and try to highlight it instead of really fixing the issue. Because later on down the line, you get in office, you turn your back on us.
Of course, everything has always been for years.
I would say so. I might also say that when they need what, that's when they come to us. And after that, hey, you don't see them.
Of course they do. They only use it for their game when they trying to win an election.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I genuinely feel that way. I find that when black people, when it's time to vote, they kind of like go to the black community like, we have your vote, we have your back, right? And black people are like, yeah, and then it's like as soon as the vote's done and you have it, it's like you drop us like a hot sack of potatoes and you just like walk away from us. It's like you don't do anything for our communities, you don't do anything for like us in general.
Most of the time, they don't do what they're supposed to do for black people. So it's like no matter what, they're gonna vote for us anyway because that's how we've been conditioned to vote for Democrats.
You say Barack Obama did anything to improve your life over that 8 years?
No, not at all. He did nothing for me.
In the 8 years he was president, do you think he made a significant improvement in your day-to-day life?
Not me.
Did your lives get better under Barack Obama?
None of them have improved our lives. The only thing that improved is that her mother's life or her mother's life. Nothing has changed.
Not quite. We was happy to see a black person in the White House, but it didn't really. There was no big change that we expected. He said, yes, we can.
More black people actually died in America when he became president.
During his term?
During the first term and everything.
But in Barack Obama days, he was just sweet talking. Sweet talking. That was it.
It's a black person in office, so we automatically just run to it and say it's a good thing. Right. When it's not. Obama wasn't a good person. He has killed children and women.
Right.
Long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Understand, and they get hot. I got hairy legs that turn turn blonde in the sun, and the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.